Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to give you a grocery price, inflation, shortage update. It's been a while since I've done one. Let me know in the comments below if this is something you're interested in on a monthly basis. Of course, it varies depending on the area that you live in, but I really enjoy getting updates from all over the country to see where we're at. You can see by these headlines that the global food crisis is only getting worse. Prices in the US have skyrocketed, and we're still seeing shortages on our shelves. My encouragement to you is that you keep an eye on these things. Continually make a list of what your family goes through most often and stock up as best you can. If you're new here, we are a family of 10, and we live in the Midlands of South Carolina. Now let's head to Sam's. At a time when chicken breasts have almost doubled in price, these rotisserie chickens at Sam's are still $4.98. I usually buy 4 at the beginning of the month. My kids help pick all the meat off the bones, and we use the carcasses to make over 20 quarts of chicken stock. I don't know about you, but I am seeing the most drastic increases in meat, dairy, and eggs. It is definitely time to get creative with our lunch options. Things like vegetable fried rice, loaded chopped salads, pasta salads. These whole chickens are $1.88 a pound, but again, it ends up cheaper to just purchase the rotisserie chicken. Chicken breasts were $2.78 a pound on this day, and there weren't many left in the cooler. I did find this great price on bone-in chicken thighs for 99 cents a pound. Look at the price of ground beef. This is just conventional ground beef at 12% fat for almost $4 a pound. This is typically the time of year when fresh produce prices are at their best. Unfortunately, that is not the case this year. Thankfully, salad greens, spinach, salad mixes haven't gone up in price. You can easily make a large dinner salad with a little bit of meat, lots of chopped veggies, maybe even some beans, along with a homemade salad dressing with healthy fats, and you have an inexpensive meal for the whole family. These 15-pound bags of baking potatoes are just 67 cents a pound. It's time to start getting creative with potatoes, homemade hash browns, roasted potatoes, twice-baked potatoes, and even homemade potato gnocchi. Yellow onions are 89 cents a pound. I can't get over the price of fresh apples right now. Depending on the variety you choose, they are over $1 an apple. Baby carrots and regular carrots are something I feel I can always count on to remain pretty steady. So make sure you're utilizing these inexpensive vegetables. While it does still thrill me to see an entire aisle full of toilet paper, it's concerning that this Sam's toilet paper has gone up $2 over the last 30 days. Isn't it a beautiful sight? Remember that ground beef was $4 a pound? Well, if you buy these Members Mark meatballs, they're only $2.33 a pound. I know there are some fillers and other ingredients, but it's still beef and can be used to make meals like spaghetti and meatballs, Swedish meatballs, or even meatball subs. If you saw my last grocery haul video, you'll remember that 5-count bags of avocados were up to $8, and I decided not to purchase them. I was really surprised to see this $6.75 price tag on these avocados until I realized they're now bags of 4. This is called shrinkflation, my friends, so make sure you're paying attention to packaging and unit prices. All right, bacon is a luxury, but let's face it, most of us wouldn't want to live without it. Bacon is averaging $6 to $7 a pound, depending on where you shop and the quantity you're purchasing. These 2-pound blocks of sharp cheddar have gone up about 75 cents over the last 6 months, but I'm pretty thrilled that it hasn't gone up more than that because we go through a lot of cheese. A year ago, we could get a dozen eggs for less than $1 in our area. Now the average is between $3 and $4 a dozen, and these are not organic. Milk was under $2 a gallon just a few months ago, and now it is almost at $4. I am well aware that grocery prices in South Carolina are among the cheapest in the nation, but hikes as high as 50 to 100% are still hitting families in our area just as hard as hikes in California and up north, where your grocery prices have already been some of the highest in the nation. This honey was under $12 for a 2-pack just 6 months ago. It's time to start seeking out your local beekeepers and purchase your honey locally. I definitely pick and choose my convenience items, and this buttermilk pancake mix is definitely one of them. It has been out of stock for over 6 months, and I was thrilled to see it back in stock, and the price has increased less than 50 cents. Do you remember hearing about coming tomato product shortages? I believe they've arrived. These canned diced tomatoes were among the few items in the store that had purchase limits. This 6-pound box of spaghetti noodles is only $3.74. That's something you should be stocking up on. Our favorite Alfredo sauce is still less than $6 for 3 jars. Regular long grain rice is still fairly reasonable at $10.98 for a 25-pound bag. I realized as I was editing this video that this basmati rice was mislabeled. So I don't actually know what the price is, but it's usually between $17 and $18 for a 20-pound bag. These fully cooked bacon crumbles are $8.88. Now that's a 20-ounce bag, so it breaks down to over $7 a pound. Definitely not a wise purchase. Less than a year ago, regular granulated sugar was around 35 cents a pound. It is now over 60 cents a pound. Guys, that is almost a 100% increase. All-purpose flour is another one of the items at Sam's Club that has a purchase limit, and we've seen an increase of over $2.50 over the last 6 months. If you are not gluten-free, I highly suggest you stock up on your favorite choice of flour. With flour and just a few other ingredients, you have what you need to make everything from pasta, biscuits, bagels, bread, and tortillas. Now is the time to be connecting with your local growers, support your local farmers, purchase your eggs, milk, and meat from local farmers in your area. Chances are, at this point, you're bound to have better prices locally than you are at the grocery store. If you aren't already in the habit of cooking from scratch and eating at home, there's no better time than now to start learning those skills. If you're overwhelmed at the thought of food storage and haven't even begun, I would suggest starting with 3 or 4 meals that your family eats most often. Write down all of the ingredients for those meals and work on stocking up on just those ingredients. Baby steps make a big difference in the long run, if you are consistent. And of course, let's not forget growing food wherever you can, no matter where you are. You can grow tomatoes in a pot on your front porch, or potatoes in a 5-gallon bucket or a large bag. Now is the time to do something. I have done tons of videos on making your own bread, how to build food storage, as well as many pantry tours describing how you can use all the different ingredients that my family chooses to store. I will leave links to those videos in the description box below. I love hearing from you in the comments. This is such an encouraging and kind community. Thanks for watching.